In the beginning, a dream. A story from dark stories and twisted tales from the voices in your head. To find out more, go to www.darkstories.net.
There was once an ordinary snake. Yet one day something strange has happened. It didn't start out strange, mind you. He just hunted down a mouse. The rule was that this time he didn't hunt it. It didn't run away. It didn't escape. It just surrendered. This surprised the snake, but this has never happened before. He inquired why the rodent did it. He answered that he knew his limitations, and he would fail anyway, so he just decided to accept his fate. This rather realistic perspective impressed the snake, and so he decided to let the mouse go. The strange thing was, it didn't want to go. It seemed to begin to like the snake. In turn, the snake started to like the mouse. In time, liking turned into friendship, and then into love. And not the unproblematic sort, to say the least. The snake, because of his emotions, stopped eating small animals, because they reminded him of his lover. And so the snake became weak, on the brink of starvation, no longer capable of hunting, even if he wanted to. Then the mouse suggested to sacrifice himself. The snake at first abhorred the idea of eating his love, but eventually nature was stronger, and he conceded. He suggested he'll make it quick, but the mouse didn't agree. He wanted to be with him as long as possible, so the snake allowed his jaw to open, and for the mouse to enter his body, going deep into him. The mouse laid down on the soft ocean of intestines, the warm bed of the stomach, and allowed itself to be digested by the juices, allowing them to bathe him, dissolve him, make him one with his lover forever. Each wave of acid slowly caressed his skin, burned him. It felt like love. The digestion was slow. The mouse felt how each cell of his skin was slowly being dissolved, burned away, making him more naked, more than he ever was in his life. Skin half burned, organs exposed, he relaxed even more and sank into the puddle of burning lava, allowing himself to float on this sea of burning destruction, knowing that his body is being slowly absorbed into that of his beloved. The gentle rocking of the snake's moving body sang a lullaby for the mouse, and he felt a more and more overpowering, burning sensation of acid. Yet knowing the source of it, he accepted it, let it flow, eventually leaving only a skull filled with self-satisfaction, and then not even that, just a collection of diffused cells spread across the body of his lover. Yet the snake didn't feel such happiness. The only thing that was on his mind was guilt. At first he remembered his love daily, but then he sought something to blame. Not knowing who or what to blame, he pondered, and eventually reached the conclusion that it was the fault of the natural urges of his body. He could have just been an ascetic and allowed his body to die. Instead of that, he let his love go away. He decided to protest, so he traveled to the nest of the mice and proposed that they'll eat him. The mice were scared. This must be a trick, so they thought to themselves. He asked the snake to prove his desire by tormenting his body. So the snake did just that. He slithered onto a needle-filled plant and allowed his body to be pierced. Then, bleeding, he came back, thinking of how glorious it would be to be ravaged by the mice. First they would bite his skin, then eat his flesh, slowly allowing him to go away, like everything he cared about. But when he came back, the mice were gone. Their cowardly nature took priority over hunger, and they escaped. The snake looked upon the sky and cursed nature and vowed to be their greatest enemy. And so he hid in the tree of knowledge, in the Garden of Eden.
If you want to know how the story progresses, please buy Dark Stories and Twisted Tales from the Voices in Your Head. To learn more about it, visit www.darkstories.net.